So what I'm going to be going over is what worked for me yesterday. It's how to relate to all potential customers. Let me say all. All. Because we want all the meters, right? We want all the money, right? So we have to be applying these systems to all potential customers, not customers that we think we like, not customers that look friendly, not customers that are already outside, already, doing something. No, all people, right? So I'm gonna start off, like I said, we're talking about relating. So relating, right? I mean, we all have a general idea. Joyce, if you had to explain to me what relating was in your words, like what does it mean to you?
Relating basically understanding whatever the person is going through. So it's like if they be like, oh yeah, my grandma has asthma. Yeah, my grandma has asthma. Just like relating to them.
Juice will clap for Joyce. Absolutely right? Let's say like a simple connection. Relating, it means to make or show a connection, right? And when I was looking at the definition last night, it was when you look at a definition and it says like similar to, it was the similar tos for me that did it last night when it came to really defining what it means to relate, right? So one, it says to connect, this is a similar to, right? To connect with or associate with, apply to, or relevant to, and the last one was have rapport with. That one was the one that hit for me. Because when we're relating, we're building a rapport, right? So have rapport with. Now, why is it important that we relate to customers on a day-to-day basis? I know you guys already know the surface answers, the simple answers, because of this, because of that, right? But we're gonna talk about some heavy stuff today, right? We're gonna dig a little deep today, right? So one of the reasons why it's important to relate, right, to all potential customers is because, knowing your customers knowing your customers better, because only they can help you get more leads and more business. Understanding customers is the key. Say key.
Key.
Is the key to giving them good service. I'm gonna stop right there. You cannot perform to the best of your ability if you have not learned your client. Juice? All right. So again, understanding customers is the key to giving them good service, which in turn results into strong customer relationships and new sales through positive word of mouth recommendation. Heavy on the word of mouth recommendation. I know we don't use it as much in our rehabs, but I'm gonna give you guys a quick scenario of how it's word of mouth, but not necessarily word of mouth because it's in real time, right? So basically, if you've ever worked with me in the field, you probably, especially when I'm dealing with Spanish people, you've probably seen me take my Spanish customer to go help me with the next Spanish customer. Right? If you work, or if I see you struggling, like if I'm next door to Nairobi and I see Nairobi is like struggling, she's using the Google Translate. Google Translate is like missing words or missing phrases, is messing up the dialect. I'll take my Spanish customer and I'm like, oh, Maria, so can you come back up, por favor, please? And because I related to her so well, she's gonna come help me get another sale. Say another sale. Just because I built that connection with her and I built a rapport. Say rapport. Say rapport. Right? So yeah, it's important. It's important that you do that. Two, the reason why it's very important to relate. People aren't buying Mpower. They're buying us. They're not buying Mpower. They didn't even know what Mpower was before we walked up here. They don't have Mpower in their Amazon cart. They're waiting for us. They're buying us, right?
Juice.
Just be yourself. Be yourself more and less trying to just be a rep from Mpower. You will notice it will become 10 times easier to impulse people.
Juice.
You feel me? 10 times easier to impulse people if you're just being yourself. Because the reason, when you're trying to impulse people, if you're really struggling with impulse, it's because you're not impulsing for the right reasons. Okay, your intent is not, you're not fully present, you're not fully being yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be hard to impulse people when you're giving a representation instead of the real you. All right? Now, those are two reasons why it's important. One, again, you build strong customer relationship and it gives you more sales, right? Word of mouth, recommendation, and people aren't buying Mpower, they're buying you. So those are two reasons that you want to relate. Now, I'm going to talk about the how. Say how, Key.
How, Key?
How do we do this shit? Number 1, do not use a one-size-fits-all approach.
One-size-fits-all approach.
Don't use it.
Don't do that.
Customers are not socks, they're not bonnets. You know what I'm saying? They do not, you have to customize, right? They're customers. We have to customize for the customers. You feel that, D?
Yeah, that was good.
You feel that? Right, so you can't use a one-size-fits-all approach. You want your customers to feel special. And you can achieve this by approaching each one as an individual rather just another customer. And that's the thing, when we're going door to door, we're like, oh, it's just another customer. That's why we struggle with Jones effect. We're not even remembering names. We just saying just like your neighbor, just like your neighbor, just like your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? We gotta relate, we gotta get to know these people, we gotta treat them as individual. One neighbor is not just the next neighbor. You get what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Okay, so for lack of a better word, grouping all customers together will only express, this is what happens when you group customers together. It expresses inauthenticity. Inauthenticity, which means the opposite of authenticity, right? You're not authentic. Who doesn't want to be authentic? I'm authentic. So why would I even want to exemplify something opposite, right?
Juice!
For lack of better words, this is in my own, mind. I treat Chingli, Dante, Ashley, Akbar, and Marisol with all the same respect and provide all the same services. However, I approach each differently because I respect all different walks of life. Make sense? Juice. Number 2, how we relate, right? We keep it personal, not transactional. We keep it personal and not transactional, meaning, yes, the first thing we're trying to do when we're at the door, out to read, after our pitch, right? What's the first step? What are we trying to get when we get to the door?
Trying to get the bill.
Juice, 1 clap out free. Immediately we're going for the bill, right? So we're immediately thinking in a transaction mode. I'm gonna do this, so you can give me this. I'm gonna do this, so you can give me this. Because we're salesmen, right? We're salespeople, we're saleswomen. So we're automatically in a transactional mindset, but sometimes you need to lessen it. Still keep that hunger, still keep your eyes on the prize, but you wanna make it a personal transaction. Juice?
Juice.
Being more personal with customer creates and strengthens your bonds with them. Rather than being aggressive and when selling, try to be more consultative. Say consultative.
Consultative.
Because we're renewable energy consultants or specialists. So we should be consulting these people, guiding these people. You know what I mean? Try to be more consultative and conversational so clients understand your intentions are pure. And again, I spoke about intentions in the beginning, right? Why are you trying to impulse people? We're trying to impulse people to get the bill and get renewable energy because 1, we're trying to give them more control. We're trying to, help a little bit. Whether it's having them have a fixed rate or help the environment, global warming. I don't know, who did I send a screenshot to? My team. I sent a screenshot last night. I don't know if you guys noticed it. When you get on Instagram today, because I know you're going to do it at some point in time, check out Washington's Post, right? Their Instagram. They literally, I think it was yesterday, put up a time clock of how long they think the earth has until we go into a, defamation of, it's like a lot, like wildfires, drought, lack of water supply, because our carbon rates are getting so high that, global warming, this is what they're expecting. And they're talking about renewable energy and how much, so we have a deadline and we have a lifeline. A lifeline is how much renewable sources we have and energy that we can use to continue to live the way we are comfortably, right? And then they have another thing. So all of that to say, I was talking about intentions, right? When you're trying to get the bill, your intentions have to be pure. You have to relate. You have to let the customer feel that. They have to feel it. If they don't feel it, then your little icebreaker didn't break the ice enough. Get what I'm saying? Am I making sense?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. All right, and number 3. So I'm going to go through them again. Number 1, don't use a one-size-fits-all approach. 2, keep it personal, not transactional. 3, listen and pay attention to customers' disposition. This is how you relate, right? If a customer isn't showing you the best body language or the best disposition, you can address it, but you only say
Only.
You only address it before you pitch or after you pitch, Joyce. Don't ever stop your pitch to be like, what's wrong? You look concerned. No, continue to say what you're saying, and then after acknowledge it. You don't want to override how the customer is feeling, but you gotta get what you gotta do what you gotta do. I'm here for a job. I see, you know what I'm saying? I see you don't look like you got some concerns. Let me finish telling you what I'm talking about, and then I'll give you the opportunity to change your disposition. I'll give you the opportunity to maybe like me a little bit more. And then if my pitch doesn't do it, then once I break eye contact, if you're still standing there, I'm gonna, oh, did I wake you? You were asleep, right? Whatever the case may be. Every customer wants to be seen and stand firm in your confidence, right? This is again going towards not interrupting your pitch. Stand firm in your confidence and business and address it after, but never act like you didn't see it. Every customer wants to be seen and heard. Let them know, hey, I see you, but do you see the bill? Okay? I see you, I get it, but you see the bill? Anywhere? No? Okay. Yeah, I have a job to do. And the last one, this is my favorite one, and I'm telling you, if you could tap into this, you will take your sales from your 4s to your 8s to your 10s and your 12s. I'm telling you. This is what it is, Carl. Y'all said how, Key? I'm telling you, this one right here. Be genuine. Simplemente. Be genuine. Okay? It's deeper than, oh yeah, man. Like how many times do we pitch and realize, oh, you tired? Yeah, I'm tired too. So yeah, like I said, I just gotta verify if you're receiving 100% renewable resources, just like I did with your neighbors. Right? That's not genuine, right? If a customer says they're tired, like I said, this is before the pitch. This is an icebreaker, right? If I'm saying, how you feeling today, sir? You say, oh, I'm tired. I'm like, yeah. I might say me too, like, yeah, me too. What, you working from home? Just like everybody around here is working from home. Yeah, man, I'm working from home. I've been up till 7 o'clock in the morning. Guess what I'm doing now? I'm buying time. Not only am I buying time, hey, we're bonding. Now we're gonna bond, right? The longer I keep somebody talking about themselves or at the door, we're bonding. You're showing more of your personality, I'm showing more of my personality. I give us an opportunity to grow. You wanna water the conversation, and you wanna build this relationship up, you wanna build this connection up, you want it to grow, right?
Juice.
So, for example, if they're at the door, sorry. So don't be so quick to jump right back into your pitch after they express something. If they're at the door, drag that time, buy some time. You can't relate effectively with a little time to bond. You need that time. So drag it out. Let them talk. Talk to them. What's going on? Oh, yeah, really? Sometimes customers will say, I'm like, oh, you working from home? No, girls, these damn kids in this virtual school. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm like, also, do they go 3 times a week? Or do they go to school 2? Ask them questions. Start talking, get to know these people, figure out why they're in the position that they're in or however they're feeling. So that way they feel like you care. We have the saying here, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that goes for customers too.
Juice.
Right? Okay, I'm gonna wrap this up quick. Yeah. Don't be afraid to sympathize with customers. You know, like I feel for you, working from home, things like that. Oh yeah. Here's some tip, like this little tip. When you are asking customers like, oh, like you work from home, right? Because most people are working from home. When you ask them that, if they say yes or no, whatever the question may be, my next immediate question is, now this is just some extra juice. Say extra juice.
Extra juice.
I ain't gotta give y'all this shit, but I'm gonna give it to you, right? I normally ask, you know when you're returning? Do you know when are you guys planning on returning back soon? And then start that conversation. They're gonna go into it. They're gonna tell you all their problems. I don't even know. This whole thing is so stupid. They told us by the end of the calendar year. I don't even know if I'm getting my 401k. I've been on this job for 20 years. People are gonna open, okay? They're gonna open. The next question I ask is, when are you gonna be returning to work, right? And then what I do is I take all of that information. I do a fake move. I take all of that information and I link it to the pandemic. Then I link it to why I'm here. And then I link how this could benefit them, especially in this time after they said they don't know when they're going back to work. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay. Next thing you know, I have a bill in my hand. So, with all of that to say, guys, you're not going to be able to sell to people if you don't know people. You have to know people. And that's all relating is. It's not some scientific formula. It's not hard at all. Just continue to be genuine, continue to be yourself. Set your intentions when you are walking down the street before you get to their door, and watch you'll be able to impulse people faster. Juice?
Juice.
My name is Key. My leader is Shay. You know what's the mafia? And we great. But really quick, before I step back to my spot, you know I gotta do this. I'm gonna need some feedback. So I'm gonna turn my back and then I want 3 people to stand up. You know what I mean, stand forward. Come on, y'all. 3 people. Oh, y'all don't listen. Come back.
I did it.
Who did it? I only found 2.
3.
Oh, 3. Now we can stand up with you. Okay, great. And I'm gonna pick Nas. Step forward. Lazarus. I'm 4. I'm gonna pick Altair. And Clemens.
Juice.
I got some season, got some news. Yeah, this is how I like it. All right, let's go around the room. Carl, give me a piece of feedback. Something that stood out to you, something that you're resonating with.
I like how you emphasize that people that you're not really trying to sell, probably trying to sell yourself. That really sticks out because being a salesperson, they actually know how to sell yourself because that's actually how you get to sell.
Juice, one clap for Carl. Simple enough. Clemens, talk to me.
Okay, I like the fact that you say that we are not selling, we are not selling Mpower first, we are selling ourselves. So we have to be, we have to really pay attention to what the customer, so trying to build a relationship, a connection between, not a relationship.
No, you're right. It is a relationship. Yeah, it is.
It's a connection between us and the customer because it's, first of all, it's us.
Right. Juice. One clap, Clemens. Merci beaucoup. Go ahead, Nairobi.
My favorite part is the being genuine because already I'm a genuine person and I keep that generosity from the beginning all the way to the end. So it's like it's like even after I get the bill, I'm still giving you more information either about the environment, about what I know about what's happening in the world, what it is that I know about the food shortage coin thing. I'm still showing that I care to them, and I'm always like, hey, I don't know if you know, I just advise you to do that. I hope you and your family is safe. So I keep that generosity from the beginning to the end, so I don't shake it up.
Hope you and your family is safe. Y'all heard that? I was like, oh, thank you. You really care. One clap for Rose. We got Nas. Talk to me.
I like how if you take your time in the beginning to get to know them, so they trust you more throughout the whole process. I don't think they'll be questioning you more as they would before you got to know them. So I think if you got to know them more, then they wouldn't question you, and then they'll be more smoothly with the whole process, and then you can sign them up. You could get them through like faster or like more efficient.
Absolutely. When people feel like they trust you or they feel like you're there because you care, they're more willing. It's seamless. It's not like pulling teeth. You know how you have those customers sometimes it's like, yeah, so definitely. Juice to you, one clap. And out to Bree. Talk
I like
to
how
me.
you said buying time equals bonding. That extra juice that you said, like actually you going back with these kids going back to school. So I like how you said that, how can you utilize that in the field.
Juice, one clap. Absolutely. Get these people talking. That's all you gotta do. People love to talk about themselves. I know I do. And we're gonna finish it off with Mr. Brandon. This is my second leader, by the way.
I definitely got don't use one size fit all approach. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you do get robotic saying it over and over and over again. Also, you have to be genuine, as they both said, or with that. And also, something that I do, so I appreciate this, because I do break my pitch. If I notice discomfort, or if I feel like there's something wrong, I need to stop doing that. So I appreciate that.
Before or after? Address it. Juice by that. One clap. Like I said, my name is Key. Y'all know I'm from the Mafia. Shay's my leader. And I'm out. Yeah.
Let's look, Key, another round real quick. That was my biggest takeaway too. It's so funny. I had an experience with someone with that interrupting the pitch. That was actually really good. That was my biggest takeaway. So now let's just get into some customer service real quick. Let's get into customer service.